Welcome to My Long Island TV. From Manhasset to Montauk, we have traveled our communities to bring you the following events. I'm your host, Waldo Cabrera. My Long Island TV starts now.
The Holocaust Memorial and Tolerance Center is hosting our annual Tolerance Benefit and Auction. And the purpose of this event is to raise money specifically for our tolerance and anti-bullying workshops. The Friedlander Upstander Award is an award that originated 3 years ago, and the money is donated by the Claire Friedlander Family Foundation. And the purpose of the award is to recognize young people, one person each, in Nassau and Suffolk counties, who has been an upstander on behalf of other people. When we hear about young people in the news, it's so often about something that they've done that's negative. And because so much of the work that we do focuses on helping young people move from being bystanders to upstanders, that's really the crux of the tolerance and anti-bullying workshops that we do.
Now, many of you may be familiar with a long-standing client and good friend, Claire Friedlander, how she was saved as a teenager.
So I knew Claire for about 25 years. She grew up in a small town in southeastern Poland, and during the Holocaust, she was a teenager. She would have been killed. Her brother was, her aunts, uncles, grandparents were all rounded up and taken to death camps. She managed to hide, hopped a fence, ran to where her parents were working, and together the three of them survived 2.5 years. Not out and about, rather, but in hiding. And they were hidden by a Polish peasant family who would have been killed if they found out that they were hiding Jews. Claire, that stuck with Claire all her life. The idea that someone who she didn't know, who would risk their own lives and the lives of their family for her and her family. And that's why tolerance and Holocaust remembrance is so important to our foundation.
After the Sandy Hook tragedy, a lot of people were kind of assuming that because the shooter, Adam Lanza, had Asperger's syndrome, that was one of the causes of the violence, which for me was something that I needed to set straight in people's minds, because I didn't want anyone to think that, that was a cause or that was a reason why anyone would commit an act of violence. So I wrote an essay because I didn't want anyone who had Asperger's to later on be ostracized in society because, people might view them as dangerous, and because it's something much more common than people think. There's tons of people who have Asperger's that you've never even realized because it's more of a developmental disability and it's more having to do with lacking social skills. So I just really felt like that was an important thing to convey.
A sport class is when we need one-on-one time with teachers to review the core classes and help us review for quizzes. It's just like a tutor, but in school. It's very hard for support kids to know, and I'm a support kid and I do everything. I do sports and I get good grades, so I want the other support kids to know that they're not in need for help and they just learn differently. And I want other people to know that it's not okay to treat others just because they're in special classes.
Ladies and gentlemen, please thank our keynote speaker and recipient of the Community Upstander Award, Elaine, for speaking with us here this evening.
I am the amazingly honored recipient of the 2013 Community Upstander Award. My reaction was one of incredible joy and actually disbelief. My novels, Camp and Danny's Mom, were just published within the past year. The Holocaust Center has embraced my books and my work as the anti-bullying novelist. And here I am, and overjoyed to be here. The moniker anti-bullying novelist and the mission as the anti-bullying novelist found me. And now I have the amazing opportunity and honor to speak all over the place about this anti-bullying mission, which I have wholeheartedly embraced. And it's just so nice to know that my work is really making a difference. And I know that we are going to make our camps and schools safer for all kids.
As Jewish people, we learn that if you affect one life, you affect the entire world. So if every one person does one kind thing and affects one other person, think of the impact it could have.
The key thing is to be able to say something, because the Holocaust did not start with concentration camps. The Holocaust started with bullying of Jews and gypsies and gays and handicapped people. And if somebody stood up to that bullying, maybe that wouldn't have happened. And we've got to make sure it doesn't happen now.